Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. So today I'm here to do another episode of my forgotten eyeshadow series. So I know I've only done one episode previously. That's because, if you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I've been ill recently and I've just been trying to catch up on all the makeup that I've purchased and haven't used, and I thought today would be kind of the perfect time to kind of get this thing happening again. So excuse me, you can tell I'm not still 100%, but anyway, let's talk about the palette I'm using today. So this is a palette I've only used maybe once on camera and I've had it for quite a few months. So it's the Sunset Horizon palette by Beauty Bay. I did review it when I first got it. It was definitely a few months ago, and I do really like it. It's not my favorite Beauty Bay palette just because of the color selection, but for some reason I still bought it even though it is a beautiful collection. So I have used quite a few of the shadows previously, but I thought today I would use the other ones I haven't tried. So essentially what this whole series is me, using palettes that I use all the time and that I love, but there's always those shadows that get left behind, and essentially I just want to kind of use them to see if they will become my favorites later on. And I will try and do that, not with all my palettes because I do have some smaller palettes and bigger palettes, but I thought with a kind of series like this, it's kind of, we always have our shadows that we kind of go towards the most, but then there's always the ones that just stay there and don't get touched. So yeah, I'll be using this today. I will be putting on a full face of makeup as well, but I think I'm going to start with the eyes just because, well, the main boy is this one. So yeah, like I said, I have used quite a few of the shadows before, but there's definitely a selection I haven't used. So for example, today I really want to try these two purples and possibly maybe some of the blues. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not the most adventurous person when it comes to doing eyeshadow looks, but I will try my best. So let's start off with a transition shade, and I'm gonna go in with Hibiscus, which is just here, and we're using one of my BH Cosmetics brushes. And this is kind of like a light, oh, that's very nice purple. But yeah, like I said, I've not used this shadow before. Obviously that's the whole point of these videos. And I don't have anything on my base, so I'm just gonna see how it looks without any kind of help, to be honest. And I'm just slowly tapping it on here. It's a nice transition shade. Beauty Bay products for me are just some of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I've got not all of them because I really want to get their new one. I think it's called In Love, but I feel like I don't need any more palettes in my life right now. I recently did a declutter for my palette, so if you want to check that out, you'll see what's in my collection. And obviously I have the Nikki Tutorials palette, and I have some of their kind of, I think, yeah, they're just called the EYN palettes, and they are amazing. I really do love Beauty Bay products. I've mentioned so many times that their products are just, they're great. They're kind of considered high street type of makeup because obviously they have their blushes and they have eyeshadow palettes and everything. I love them. But yeah, with this palette, I thought, when I purchased it, I was I just really kind of like the look of it, even though I bashed it when I first started. But I do think it's aesthetically a really nice looking palette, and I kind of like the color story behind it too. So you can see that first shade, I'm just trying to blend in, and it is very pigmented, so you can see. And I do like the purple, so let's go in with another shade, and we're going to go in with Twilight. So this is a purple here as well, and again it's a shade that I haven't used, so I'm just taking one of my kind of fluffy brushes and we're just going to darken up the corners and the kind of crease as well. When you can't see too well, but I'm just blending it out. And this palette does have a little bit of fallout, but it's not too crazy, so I'm kind of glad that I started off with the eyes first. because with the base you don't want to ruin it basically. So just blending it. You can see it, I mean it's kind of like an aubergine shade. So let's just carry on this side. I wanted to use some of the yellows today, but I thought purple and yellow just doesn't really go, so I thought I would just use those next time. And next time I'll probably add a base. Normally I do add bases and I don't know why I didn't today, but try something a bit different. Okay, so that's quite good. And then let's add a shimmer. Yeah, let's add, what I might do, I might add stargazing, like that's the word. So that's this one here, and I haven't tried. And the thing is, you can tell when someone's used a palette, like you can see I've used that one, and then a couple of the other ones that have been indented. So I'm not cheating on this one, I promise. Oh, that is picking up a lot of product, so that's gonna go in the middle, and that's a nice shimmer. Yeah, kind of like a not a duochrome, but it is like a shimmer. Let me swatch it for you guys to see. Ooh, that's like a grey. Yeah, it's kind of like a grey purple tone, which is pretty nice. I definitely think next time I'll add a base. But that's come out really nicely. It's blended in very well with the purple shades. But yeah, I guess something like the series that I'm doing is kind of like another review of these palettes, because like I said, I obviously all the palettes that I do purchase I use on my channel to show you guys what I have, and just you know, just using my products in general for videos. But obviously there's always shades that I ignore and forget about, and that's why I think doing something like this would be able to kind of show that there are other good shades in my palette. So I mean, that's come out really, really nicely. I am now going to continue with my base, so I am gonna just add a few products here and there and just talk about random shit really. So, but yeah, I will do my lower lash line towards towards the end as well. So I'm just going to go in with my Face Milk by Colourpop. I'm giving it a shake because I haven't used it in maybe in a week or so actually. And of course, when I've been doing my videos, I have been putting on makeup, but I keep on forgetting to add the Face Milk, and this is part of my project pan, so I need to use it obviously when I can. And this is the coconut one, and it smells so good. It's such a nice smell, and it feels amazing as well. If you guys are ever doing a Colourpop order and you want to try the Face Milks, they're really good. They're really, really worth it. So that's that one. And now we're going on to a primer. So I'm going in with my Becca primer. I've actually only used this once as well. I got it part of a Christmas set that they had on sale and look fantastic. And this one's got some shimmer in there, and the shimmer doesn't bother me that much. It's actually quite subtle when it comes to this one, but a lot of kind of shimmery ones that I've tried in the past just look not so great. For example, the Makeup Revolution one that I had, the one that smelled amazing, I think it was the banana split one. It smells amazing, but the amount of shimmer that's inside it was just not for me, to be honest. It was a bit too much. But this one is kind of just right. And I do need to try some more Becca products because they're expensive, but they are looking quite nice. So yeah, this primer is pretty good. It's just a nice kind of something soft for my skin. And then we're going to go with foundation, and this is actually a sample that I received yesterday. This is a MAC sample, and one of my first foundations I ever purchased was a MAC foundation, and I really loved it until I dropped the bottle and it just smashed everywhere. But you know, a lot of I've kind of mentioned this a few times, but I'm like, you know, if you join websites that give out free samples, you get it sent to your home. I've got the shade NC20, and I'm hoping this is not too dark for me, because again, I really couldn't like check what my shade was, and I hate the smell. The smell is so horrible, and I know this is a super old foundation as well, like it's not a new foundation basically, but I really wanted to like just get a sample of it because it's been a while since I've used it. And of course MAC is pretty, well, they're very high end and very quite expensive, but I thought if I could get my hand on like a sample, then why the hell not? In case, especially if it's a product you're never too sure about, like with like a sample, I got a sample for the Smashbox primer, and it's such a nice primer, like I really like it. And again, if it's out of your budget, then you always find some kind of good alternate kind of dupe, that's the word, alternate. But yeah, this foundation's pretty good. It is a little bit orange for me, I think, but we're making it work. I've got a nice concealer that I'm going to be using, and I mean the sample I got, I think I got it within like a few days, and this will last me a while, because even though it's a small little pot, I'll show you guys again, it will probably last me quite a while. So again, it's like a baby size, and I just got it in the post, but again, you can use it for future reference if you really like the foundation, even if it's not like crazy high end. I managed to get I know Clinique are a little bit high end, but I managed to get a sample from Boots. This is actually looking really orange on me. Oh my god, because I'm looking at my neck, and I know my lighting is like natural lighting at the moment, but that might be a bit too much for that. Yeah, you can see like on my neck it doesn't really match that well, but we're just going to blend it in and ignore that colour. It's not too bad. Do I look too bad? I don't know. Let me know. Alright, I'm going in with concealer just to kind of even things out, and I tried this in one of my last videos when I was testing out Revolution products. It's the new eye brightening concealer, and it is quite nice actually. It's when I tried it first, I think because of the foundation I used wasn't the best. I'm actually going to put this everywhere because I can lighten up the foundation while I'm at it. But yeah, the concealer I feel is quite nice, but it always depends on the foundation. Like if the foundation doesn't work for you, then the concealer probably will not work that well either. This is coming out okay. Still looking a little bit orange, but we're going to try and ignore, if we can. Can we ignore? Can we ignore how orange I look? See, a lot of my spots here I don't think I can really cover unless I get like a super high coverage concealer, and I think this one is not the highest coverage, but it's okay. Right, that is probably enough for my base, because I know what I'm like. I'll just add more and it will just look too cakey. So I'm just going to set everything down with my e.l.f. setting powder, and I did try this for the first time in my previous video testing e.l.f. makeup, and you know, I never really know how things work until I try them like the second time. So let's get this everywhere, and I guess it's because it's quite light, it will come out, help probably with the orange. Oh dear. Okay, that's pretty good. And when it comes to blush, this is like my favorite blush at the moment. Like again, I used it in my e.l.f. testing video, but it's just, oh, I think I've fallen in love with it. It's just really nice and just it's just simple to use, and I've never been like that into using cream products because I know I will just mess it up. But this one is just, it just feels like it's easy to use, and it's quite subtle, and you guys know that I like a blush, like a blush. But this for some reason just is nice, and just not for some reason it's nice, but as in it's nice that I can get a glow and not feel too clowny, even though that's what I like. Right, so that's my blush. It's just nice and simple today, and this is in the shade Fiji, I believe. Like the name has disappeared because it was on the box, but I'm pretty sure it's Fiji. And then we're going in with my highlighter. I'm just going in with my Doll Beauty, which again I've only used like once on my channel, so I'm just going to add some more. Oh, this is a gorgeous highlighter. I love this one. Okay, fantastic. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go off camera and do my lips, and then I'm going to do my lower lash line, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just done my lower lash line, done my lips, did mascara because I thought I might as well just save some time. But yeah, this is my finished look, using again some shades from the Sunset Horizon palette by Beauty Bay that I've not tried before, and I really like the purple look, to be honest. Like, purple is one of my favorite shades without a doubt, and yeah, the 3 shades that I used, absolutely amazing. There are some more shades in there that I do need to use, so in the future maybe I will try those out too. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. Let me know what you think of this kind of series that I'm doing. I'm not sure what palette I'm going to do next, but I have got a lot, so I haven't going to run out of ideas anytime soon. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're staying healthy and safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.